Listen. Imagine how life will be.
What is it that makes a person a hero? Is it the risk they take? Or the lives they change? There are people in the world today who are offering hope instead of despair. They are the new heroes. Hello, I'm Robert Redford. Conventional wisdom says that only governments and great international institutions can help the poorest people of the world. But there's a new idea taking root. People are applying business skills to solving social ills. They're unlocking the power of human individual potential. These people are a rare combination of saint, politician, and hard-nosed business person. They've been called the change makers or social entrepreneurs, but whatever the name, they are the new heroes of our time. At 5 a.m. on a January morning, activist Kailash Satyarthi is leading a raid to free slaves held at a stone quarry owned by the Indian mafia.
We plan secret raids, undercover operations, keeping everything very secret because the secrecy and speed are the two key factors in conducting such secret raids.
Kailash is a veteran of many raids, but this one is especially dangerous because here in the state of Haryana, the mob is famous for killing those who dare to cross it.
We have lost one of our friends there. He was shot dead in the Stone Quarries when we were trying to rescue some people. So this goes on actually.
Among those in the lead car with Kailash is a woman who worked for him as a spy and lived among the slaves in preparation for the raid. As they approach the shacks where the slaves live, she tells Kailash that they have at most 20 minutes before the mob goons show up.
We decided that we should go very early morning so that nobody could be alarmed and nobody know what is happening. And everybody was surprised because when they slept last night, they didn't know what would happen next morning. So they were shocked.
For all the urgency, Kailash knows from experience that if he scares or rushes these people, they won't come. Their wariness is born of knowing what will happen if they are caught trying to escape.
If they are caught, any kind of torture is met to them. They are beaten up severely, they are burned with the cigarettes, sometimes they are tied down on trees and beaten with stones. The women are raped in front of everyone. These kind of things happened in the past.
Each family has just a few minutes to decide whether to trust Kailash and leave behind the only life they've known, or stay at the quarry. Fortunately, many of the slaves have come to trust Natanya, the spy, for she shared their hardships for months.
The people here had to work 12 hours a day, every day of the year. If there was a truck to load, they had to work 18 or 19 hours. And anyone who so much as dared to talk out of turn would be beaten up by men with clubs and abused horribly.
Even as a kind of hysteria builds, Kailash remains calm.
It's very difficult for them to realize or internalize the freedom because they are born and they grew up here, and some of them are old while working here in slavery. So it takes some time for them to understand what is this freedom. आ जा दोगे हाँ अब तुम अपने घर जाओगे आराम से कोई डरने की बात है कोई डर चलो चलो
Then, suddenly Kailash realizes that things are not going as planned. The truck that is supposed to carry everyone away from the quarry is nowhere to be seen. Unknown to Kailash, the driver is too afraid of the mobsters to come.
दो चार छोटे बच्चों को ले आओ आ जा
Kailash begins to load as many people as he can in his car, but he knows that if the goons come, most of the slaves will be trapped. Then, the tide turns. Kailash's allies have convinced the driver of the truck to carry out the raid. When the ones holding back see that escape is truly possible, they take the leap too. As the truck pulls away, one woman is beside herself. Her husband was sent away on a job by the quarry owners, and she can't leave him. 3 remain behind. 52 flee. This is Bal Ashram, the village which Kailash Satyarthi has built as a kind of halfway house for rescued slaves. As word races through the village that Kailash is back, everyone comes out to welcome the new arrivals.
We were expecting to release about 20-30 people. We don't know how many are there. We have to count. I think they are more than what we expected, I think. This is the process of some sort of a small victory of liberty over slavery.
All of these children were once slaves. In India, starving people sell themselves into debt bondage to survive, and then find themselves trapped for the rest of their lives. Their owners illegally buy and sell them, and corrupt state governments get a cut of the profits.
People believe that slavery is abolished, but it is not true. We still see children, women, and men enslaved virtually as you see in the medieval age. They have no freedom at all.
The first thing rescued slaves experience here is a welcoming ceremony. Kailash focuses especially on the children.
To begin with, I called a boy and asked him to tell his name. He was very timid, he was very slow and very shy. Then I called another boy from the ashram who has lived in the same conditions. He was also a slave boy. And each time they speak their name loudly, some sense of self-confidence goes inside.
O mori dhaniya re sa